the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Clementine, one of a kind. This might be a short video because it's kind of dark and it's not sunset and the skies are looking gloomy. It might rain. I don't do rain and I don't swim because the ocean is filthy. We got football practice. The boys, the adults, or at least the teenagers, they here. Over there, we got the kiddos. I'll show you that in a second. I'll also put up a picture in case it starts to pour. If it starts to pour, this party's over. Now, in case this party's over sooner than later, perspective. This here behind me is the Olympic Hall, y'all, where they had the men's ice hockey. I don't think there was women's ice hockey in 1984, but if there was, good. I don't think there was. This is a Sarajevo, yo. It's called Yugoslavia back in 1984. Now Serbia, it's its own country. Croatia, its own country. And I'm in Bosnia, Herzegovina, Sarajevo. City's still here. Name of the country, different. Now, in the distance, you may or may not be able to see it because of the weather, which is S-H-I-T. But there is the Bosnian flag. Just to the left, that big ball. It looks like the New Year's ball, you know, they drop in New York City on 31 December and 1 January every year. That's a big peak right there. And you can see the sky is shnikey in the honor of the late, great Chris Farley. Now behind me, got these boys warming up here. We got the dudes warming up here, so I'm gonna give you a little spin. Without giving you a spin, I'm just gonna show you. Now behind me is a tennis court, clay with a lot of rain on it. I'll show you that now before it starts raining. Then we'll spin back. Okay, good. Practicing. Clay court. Rain. My bag. Tennis court. Rain. The little tykes practicing. Here's the adults. And now we back, Jack. Now I want to point something else out to you. If you like logos from the Olympics, check out just to the this way, straight ahead. That's the logo. It looks like the dude from Peanuts. That was the mascot for 1984. Somehow it survived the war, because they had a war here in the 1990s, and that's why Serbia and Croatia got its own country. Yugoslav War. This place was a war zone. A lot of people died. Amazingly, the Olympic Hall, where they had the ice hockey in 1984, not the figure skating, the ice hockey, survived. How about that? But all around, let me give you that panorama one more time. There's a lot of graveyards around here. It's kind of icky and eerie and sad, right? So I'm going to give you another panorama since they're just sort of diddling around here. There's track there just stretching there. Finally, going to start practicing here. Now, the other fascinating thing is, like, are the lights going to come on? Because the sun sets here at 7. And our phone's about to die. It's 6:31 and it's overcast. And they just started practicing. I don't ask these kind of questions. Let me show you the cemetery. It's kind of creepy. Let there be light. I think this is the light box right here. I just felt some rain. I don't like rain. So, I panned the camera up, I lifted it up, did my best Shaquille O'Neal impression. Above the tennis court, you could see the graveyard. It probably doesn't provide a great overall perception because it's dark. 2, you've got a lot of trees here. But there's a lot of graveyards around here. In fact, there's one over there in between the trees. I'll pan over there in a second. These dudes are practicing here. It's getting dark. It might rain. Got all the drama you need for practice. Let me pan over this way. So as you can see, over here is the clay courts for tennis, and it's been raining pretty much off and on all day. It poured about an hour and a half ago. If you look between those trees, you see the goal, goal, just to the left of the goal, there's another cemetery. That one's even bigger. And again, sad thing is they had the '84 Olympics here. The 1990s were marked by war. And the outcome of it is, this isn't Yugoslavia anymore, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. Serbia is now its own country, Croatia is now its own country. Now, of these three countries, from an athletic perspective, Bosnia has had the least amount of success internationally in its totality of all sports. When you think about Serbia, the first person that comes to mind is the great tennis player, Novak Djokovic, right? Arguably one of the greatest tennis players of all time from Serbia. When you think of Croatia, their football club made the semifinals in Qatar in 2022 for the football, and Serbia also was in the World Cup, although it didn't do too well in Qatar in 2022. Was Bosnia there? No. So there's your difference right there. Now with Croatia, in addition to having some really good footballers, and Bosnia's got some good footballers, but Croatia's got a number of good footballers, and from a basketball perspective, one of the greatest basketball players ever, Dragan Petrovic, Croatian. Now, if you watch my other video in front of the basketball arena here, or one of the more historic venues here, the historic Bosnian player, Mirza, I talk a little bit about that, and you know, it was kind of overcast, but in the morning, I talked about that. And so, basketball is still big here in Bosnia, as it was in the former Yugoslavia. Vlade Divac, remember him? Lakers, dude with the beard. It's from Yugoslavia. Eastern Europe, before we knew about Toni Kukoc, before we knew about all these guys, could those guys have played in the NBA? Now, Petrovic did play in the NBA for the New Jersey Nets. And of course, Vlade Divac played for the Lakers. And I believe, don't quote me, either the Sacramento Kings and or the original Charlotte Hornets. But I know he played for the Lakers. And he was from Yugoslavia. And of course, the great Lithuanian, Arvydas Sabonis, other Lithuanian players. When the Soviet Union fell, the USSR, in the late 80s, early 90s, we got to see not just that they had great ice hockey players, but they had great basketball players. So I wanted to just show you a little bit of what's going on here. Lights are here on this field. Oh, wait a minute, the lights are coming on. So now I do understand why they're training. The lights are coming on. How about that? Let them be light. I'll give you another panorama, another spin here, and then I've given you the video, and I got to go, because I know for sure it's going to rain like a hell soon. It's supposed to pour at 6:30. It's after 6:30. So let me show you what we got here. More practice. Water heater. I hung out there when it was raining. There's the city. And these dudes are practicing over here. So over here is the city center. It's about a 30-minute walk. And the basketball gym, Mirza, watch that video, 15-minute walk. Okay folks, I'm freezing my balls out, it's 50 degrees. Gotta find some warmer clothes. We see you in the next video. Bye.